Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's nice to see you again. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio for the week of September 5th through the 11th of 2022. All right, Scorpio. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, and a special thanks to you who have subscribed for sure, as well as the people who have left comments. Thank you very much for doing all that for me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what this week has in store for you. First card out. The 8 of Swords. So feeling a little bit bound, tethered, tied down, not sure which way to go, trying to make decisions in your life. It's pretty hard to move when you're feeling bound by everybody and everything. You know, feeling locked up inside of yourself. Sometimes it's better to accept your fears and go ahead anyways. So, you know, cut yourself free, take the blindfolds off, and deal with different things in your life. And the Hermit. All right, so taking the time out. You know, some sort of clarity in your life, stepping back a little bit, weighing the pros and cons in your life, just trying to shut down from everybody and everything, you know, so that you can have a little bit of R&R. And the Moon card, that's okay. Things are starting to change around you, with or without you. You know, people, the landscape, the rules are changing in jobs for everybody, including you. And people's mood swings are starting to change as well. Could be yours too. You know, are you getting enough sleep? Take care of yourself and your health for sure. You know, maybe tap into a little bit of your intuition this week for some answers for yourself, because sometimes they don't steer us wrong. And the Strength card, wonderful. So there you are. You know, coming back around. You know, wrestling with those impulses for yourself, for some of you. You know, finding, for others, this is a pay raise. Isn't that nice? You know, a time out. You know, taming yourself, watching your words, going along with the norm in order to get what you want in the end. So, which is very hard to do sometimes. But we do what you got to do to make your life better. And the King of Cups. Now, this could be yourself or somebody you know, or your other half. And they're water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You know, you're very good in relationships. You're very kind, gentle. You want to see everybody happy. Everybody have the same stuff sort of thing, like, you know, on the same keel. You just enjoy that. You're very giving. You will give to a fault just because you want to see everybody happy, because it makes you feel happy. And the Hierophant. So talking things over with somebody. Now this could be a therapist, a teacher, aunt, uncle, good friend, relative, sometimes even just a stranger. You know, but anyhow, they have very good input for you. They just listen to you talk away, and they don't judge or point fingers. They're just, you know, quite content to answer your questions because they have a lot of wisdom, and they're willing to share their own circumstances for you to have a better perspective at yours. You know. And the Two of Pentacles. All right, so you've been juggling things for a while, I feel. You know, you've been, you know, trying to keep everybody happy and everything in your life in balance, which is good, but not good for you. You know, maybe people see you as not having, not not being very stable for yourself, but that's not how you are at all. You just want to keep everybody, like I said, very happy and content. But, with one of those, things that you're juggling drops sometimes, they may explode to not be the right thing that you want it to happen. So do be careful. And the Death card. All right, so getting some clarity, letting things go, realizing what you've had to let go in order to get to where you are. I'm feeling a little bit sad about it, but you're okay with it, because you're grateful that it's done. You don't have to think about it anymore or deal with it anymore or go back there anymore. And the Seven of Pentacles. So hard at work, planting a lot of seeds. Maybe you've put in for a different job. Maybe you're thinking of taking some sort of course of interest to better yourself. It's hard to make an investment, whether it's in financial or your time, and wait to see that people notice so that you get that job or that pay raise or the investments that you put money into, that sort of thing. It's hard to wait for things to come back to you, but the best thing you can do in that circumstances, if you can, is step back a little bit, give it time. It will turn around for you. And the Page of Wands. So, most definitely news coming in, unexpected. This could be either a phone call that you've been thinking about the person and all of a sudden they phone you, somebody that you haven't heard from for a long time, or you're perhaps reaching out to somebody, like I said, it could be a friend, a relative, co-worker even, somebody that you have some really fond memories about, and all of a sudden, wow, they're on the phone, they're trying to talk to you. That's always nice. You're just trying to reach out and make your life a little bit better for yourself, for others. And the Eight of Rods. So here it comes. Good news coming in like a flash out of the middle of no man's land. It's just going to sort of like plunk down in your lap unexpectedly. And you're going to be quite happy that it does. So that might be, what that phone call is all about. Maybe they've come on over here, we got a job for you. That sort of thing. And the Ace of Pentacles. Very nice. So things are being offered to you. It's a lucky card. It's tangible work. Money coming in, material gains. You're starting to see things that people are offering to you as being a good thing, and you're realizing it, that what they're saying, their word is good. All right. And the Ten of Pentacles. So, feeling like you need to let go of all those burdens and starting to delegate people to do their own things. Instead of you always trying to pick up the pieces and help everybody, you're now realizing that that's not doing anybody any good, especially you. And you're going to turn around here and tell people that, this is something you can do, or you're going to help me do this sort of thing, and make them take onus for their own, instead of you always trying to pick up the pieces and keep everybody, in balance and happy. You're going to now delegate it out. So good for you. And the Six of Cups. So a little bit of nostalgia, looking back on your life, your times, your friends, where you grew up, relatives that you had, that aunt or uncle that you quite liked because who knows why, they were just good people. They made you happy and smile, or it could be an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe you're even considering, going back for a visit or picking up the phone and talking to them. And the Five of Rods. Now, this could be in a relationship or a job. You're feeling like, there's some sort of competition, to get your point across. You're feeling, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it actually exists. This could be just how you're feeling about what's going on. for some of you. You know, it couldn't have nothing to do with any jobs whatsoever. It just could be how you're feeling. You know, you're just feeling like you've had enough. You know, you've done your best. You're successful. You attack things head on. You don't wait for things to come to you. If there's something needs to be done, you try to figure out how to get it done. You know, but you're realizing you must move forward in something. So, and if you don't, you know that you won't get anywhere either. So I think this week you're going to, figure it out for yourself. You know, sometimes just surviving is winning in the circumstances. All right, and the Four of Rods. So you're on sturdy ground. Things are starting to grow and flourish, starting to look up. You're starting to feel a little more optimistic about things in your life, not feeling like everything's just a burden and, you're putting a lot of effort in and nothing coming back, because that's not what this one's all about. It's quite the opposite of that. Your accomplishments, you're doing well. Don't forget to, give yourself a pat on the back and a little bit of a reward for all that you're, think of yourself a little bit once in a while. It's okay to go out and buy yourself something nice, because you help a lot of people. You feel very optimistic about this week, which is really good. Things are starting to move forward in the directions that you want, instead of you always having to worry. Water signs are such caring people. All right, I am going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card and see what kind of clarity they can give you on this. All right. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So there you go. And treat yourself once in a while, like I said. Take care of yourself. There's only ever one of you. And on that note, I will say bye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and bye for now.